Hello, guys, and welcome back to the last match of today for our DPC SA Division 1 as we're watching Wolf Team versus Infamous Esports. This match will determine the winner. So, let's get right to it as we go into the draft. I presume that we're in the draft now.
GG, that's Doom.
Let's go. GG, there's Doom.
GG, there's Doom.
Double check.
Doom, Timber.
Surprised that nobody in SA is speaking Puck, man. This hero's so busted.
Puck? You saying
yes.
Puck?
Yes.
Why is he
He's
busted?
busted.
Yes, because you just buy Witchblade and you win. You win early game. You play with two supports and you have Witchblade. You win.
No.
The game for
You
50 minutes.
pick Zeus, you jump, you win. You press your jump, you win.
Yes. Zeus is a budget Puck, I would say.
What?
Like the secret game, secret first pick Puck, and they won. Literally first. No, it was 8. It was 8. But it's still a good hero, man, and nobody's picking it. Nobody gives a crap about this hero in SA.
But it's weird because Puck is like a pretty big hero for a lot of the mid laners in SA, though. I don't understand why you'd think. Like, why don't they think it's busted? Or do you?
Alua, am I lagging or am I okay to explain?
You are lagging, but you can explain. You're fine now.
I have no idea. Maybe they think Mars is just better because it's SA and everybody plays this hero no matter how nerfed it gets.
Okay.
Yes, they're very similar, but Puck is like, I feel like you gear more towards split pushing. Kind of like you play the map more. It's easier for you to clear waves. It's hard to catch you. It's a little bit different compared to Mars. Mars is more like the straight up brawling hero. You know, you want to always fight, be aggressive.
What do you think of this pick, though, Winter? Stop talking about the Puck. Sorry, RDO's obsession with a hero derailed this conversation completely. I don't know how to bring it back, so I'm just gonna, talk about the Doom instead. Doom Timbersaw. I know you're a big fan of this hero, Winter. Why is Doom so strong right now?
I'm a big fan of, definitely a big fan of Doom because of his lane. You can eat the mana burn creep. I feel like that, even though they tone it down a little bit, the aura, but still too strong. You know, you basically secure the lane for the off laner, and you yourself you're a big team fight hero / you scale, so it allows a greedy pick to be played in a way where it doesn't feel greedy and it wins your lane. That's why I feel the hero is like way too strong.
Okay, fair enough. Do you agree with that feeling, RDO? Okay, Winter. Can you combine that with the Timbersaw? Is the Doom like a good pair because you can actually rotate earlier? You can Timbersaw can solo the lane, or how does that work for you?
Basically, as Timber, you only need help the first couple of waves. Once you reach level 3, right, the lane's easy for you. You basically want your support to go away. You know, if you want to be, if you want it to be straightforward, you don't want him there to sap your XP because you want solo XP as Timber. And Doom is kind of perfectly fine with that. He helps your lane. He gets the mana burn creep. He comes over to the lane, burns support a couple of times. Then he's free to do whatever he wants.
Let's look at the other side, Winter. It's just you and me now. Snapfire Tiny. What are your thoughts on this? Winter.
Yeah, the Snapfire Tiny is just like a solid opening. You know, you have team fight, you have catch.
Sure.
They're heroes that are, I would say, they are quite stable in the meta at the moment. Tiny is kind of like a flex pick. I mean, you can say the same for Snapfire. You can go for the either support or off lane. Not sure if you see much mid Snapfires nowadays. I think it's a bit less popular among the mid laners now. It's mostly seen in the off lane if you're a core. But I do still feel like the core Snapfire is in mid lane is still viable sometimes. It's still pretty solid. It provides you with a lot of damage, control, some stuns, wave clear, tower damage, with the Shredder. It's still a solid hero overall. And they go for the Lich again. What a surprise.
Yeah.
3 games
Wow.
Lich. New hero.
Oh, new analyst. RDO, hello.
Yeah, my internet's doing a little trolling, but I'm back.
Okay. So this time they have a Dispel against the Lich with the Evoker. And also the Doom, potentially.
Pretty smart, I gotta say. I actually like Infamous draft because they're finally addressing the Witch hero.
Right. What do you think of the Clockwork pick? Do you feel like last time they kind of showed its worth as well as a 5 Clockwork?
It's good against both supports. Very good against Witch because you can kind of solo kill him if it doesn't have shard, and it also stops Snapfire ulti if he goes like he can always snipe the Snapfire ulti with hookshot.
Oh, there you go, Punk, the OP hero.
Finally.
Okay, so why is it OP here, RDO? Tell me what the strength of the puck is here.
So they have low control on Infamous side. They only have hookshot and blink doom to catch the puck. It's a solid lane against either Exort or Wax Invoker, and it's good for rotations. It's also high magic damage burst. One thing that they didn't have on West games, they only had the poor Mars, and now they have puck plus coil. Puck plus Snapfire ulti, puck plus Witch, and they also have the incredible coil plus toss combo to break coil. So very synergizing hero, very cool. I like it.
Okay. I can see excitement here. Lovely. Winter, do you find that this checks your boxes here in the Wolf team draft?
Yeah. Team fight, checked. Catch, they have Tiny and Punk. Magic damage.
What are
checked.
your boxes? What are your boxes? How many boxes do you have, Winter?
Laning phase, team fight, catch, magic damage, physical damage. I mean magic damage is one, and then physical and / tower damage is and Roshan can be categorized as the same box.
Okay. So you have 5 boxes. That's not many boxes.
I mean, you have 5 heroes.
Oh, fair point. That's That's why you're the analyst, Winter. Thank you for that explanation. How many of those boxes does Infamous check?
I think right now team fight, they definitely have okay team fight with not as good as the Wolf team's lineup. They have the Doom plus if it's a Quasvex Invoker, yes, decent team fight early. But when it gets to late game, I would say that their team fight is stronger. Laning phase seems okay. Timber Doom, decent lane. Invoker will fare well against Puck. They just need the tower damage right now, which is going to be their carry, their last pick. Tower damage / Roshan. I mean, there's still Jug, no Lifestealer, but all those magic immune heroes would be good. Built-in magic immunity against these tiny Snapfire heroes.
Okay. Fortunately, Lifestealer's gone, but I like that. I like that idea. You a fan of the Jug for this pick, RDO?
For which team?
RDO is the biggest Jug fan here.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking him. I'm confirming you, Winter. I was planning it on. Come on, dude.
Of the Jug pick, but I think Infamous will pick Void, and Wolf team will answer with Ursa, because between Ursa and Jug, Ursa is better against the Void matchup, and it's also good against Timbersaw Doom lane.
I like that idea. It's so good, actually, that Infamous banned it in the second phase.
Ursa's banned.
But yeah, they'll still pick the Void. They'll still pick the Void. Okay. I mean, it's Void Invoker, right? You just farm, you Chrono and Cataclysm. What can go wrong?
Wraith King, you have 2 lives. You tank it.
Then you ended up with a draft picking Wraith King against Timbersaw. You're pretty sad Wraith King at the end of the day, right?
What choice do you have then?
No. There's no Wraith King for Wolf.
Yeah, there is no Wraith.
Okay, there's no Wraith King.
What are the options then? Are you really certain about this Void? What would be your pick, RDO, if you were not if you're Infamous, but just your pick?
Hard question, my friend. Hard question. TA is bent. Spectre's cool, but it's greedy, and there's also
CK. Is this CK?
I wasn't gonna say CK is fine, but there was other hero I was gonna say, but I forgot. I think it is Ursa.
Ursa's bad still.
Man, I forgot. I'm sorry.
It hasn't been unbanned. The PL's
right,
pick. None of the heroes you said.
No void.
Okay. So what's the option here? I'm gonna start asking you, Winter, instead. What's the option here to deal with the PL, Winter?
I I would actually go for a crazy option like Leshrac carry.
Really?
That's
oh,
me.
No,
Yeah, I think if
that's a pretty
it's
good
gonna
option,
be,
actually.
yeah, it's good in the lane against like Timbers or. But I know they're
Yep.
probably not gonna do that because it's not his hero. Yeah, but that's for me. I think he's just gonna try to pick like maybe Monkey King. You have a good lane against Timber, then you're okay against PL. I see that being as a sensible hero here for them.
I feel like they're gonna pick Gyro. Gyro is good. I mean, it's not the greatest, but it's good. You have
okay
a solid
in-
lane against Timbersaw, you
it's
have
okay in
Vex,
the lane.
and against Doom, and you pressure, you speed up the game so PL cannot get like fuse
Who
momentum
was it
hard to win the
that
game.
always say that HFN needs to be on a hero that needs to hit multiple targets?
That was him. That was RDO.
Oh, that was you.
No, it wasn't me, guys. Stop. It wasn't me.
No? It wasn't you?
No. I said he has to play aggressive.
Oh, it was Rayuur. It was Rayuur. Yeah, it's true. It was Rayuur. He went for Bloodseeker, though, so, you know. It is good against PL and against Timbersaw. The lane's kind of okay. He is terrible against Doom, though.
Clockwork's also pretty decent against Berserker, I would say.
Yep. And Invoker, too.
Doesn't hit multiple targets. Not a HF.
Right. Next level. So, your thoughts on this, RDO? I know you want Wolf Team to win, but what does your brain say here?
I'll go with Infamous for this one because even though Wolf Team has the aggressive lineup, they don't really have much siege damage to take out PL space on map and pressure him. They can only team fight, and if Infamous play right, they can avoid team fight and just buy time for PL.
Okay. Winter?
I think the Bloodseeker is not their kind of hero. The draft doesn't feel like the game style that they're going to be playing. I think the overall draft is okay. It's logical. That this Bloodseeker against the Timber. Bloodseeker is pretty decent against PL in the game as well. But I feel like it's not their playstyle. So I'm going to go with Infamous. And I feel like HFN is not going to be able to adjust towards how he's supposed to be playing this game.
Okay, so Winter not only does he go for Infamous, but also throws an extra bit of shade towards HFN. Let's see what the casters have to say about this game as we go over to Avo Plus and Rayuur. Thank you, Avo. Rayuur, what are your thoughts on this final Bloodseeker? Because I'm not sold, honestly.
I think I'm going with the panel. I think Infamous has a better draft. I think Bloodseeker is going to suffer a little bit on this game, especially because of Doom. And they need to be so much careful, you know. They need to be so much careful. I'm going with Infamous.
Yep, I would agree with you. I always, as a big Bloodseeker fan myself, the biggest counter to him, obviously TP's aside and all those memes, it's always stopping him from blood raging himself, right? That's how he depends. That's what his big damage source in teamfights is. And Dooms does that entirely in the teamfights. So either you get a bunch of farm, and eventually in the late game you're kind of okay, or you just lose. I mean, I don't know how he's going to deal with that. Avoiding Doom with Bloodseeker is kind of impossible.
I don't think we just saw HFN playing Bloodseeker on a series. So, I don't know. I don't feel like it's his hero, you know? And Duster just blocked the camp. Duster's blocking all the camps because of Doom.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That is the technique, I guess. Yeah, that's a way to play it.
The next level play. On the pubs, he would be just griefing the game, but a competitive, it's just the strats, you know?
I do find that, I mean, the idea Doom has become the new Enchantress where you have to block all the camps just to prevent Doom from getting a creep is pretty ridiculous. He shouldn't be this strong. And it's just so, you just block, I guess, no, because you have to block both medium and large camps because you care about the Mind Stealer, which is both medium and a large camp.
Yeah, every patch that they somehow change something in the jungle, June is strong. June, Enchantress, and Chan, these heroes always come back.
How do you think he's going to fare in this game particularly? Do you find it to be a pretty solid Doom game?
You have Puck to Doom, Bloodseeker. Every game, it's a like, Doom doesn't have any problems on the game at all. He just blinks and do some on. Like, if you're doing your job, pressing R on the keyboard, you're fine. I think this game just do Bloodseeker all the time. You're fine.
Okay, so you don't think the lane's gonna go Bloodseeker favored even with a Lich?
Let me see. He can win bottom on the first levels until Timber gets level 3. But I don't know, after Chim gets level 3, I think it will be strange.
Why strange? What does strange mean here? Like
Timber will have
or...
too many armor stacks, and I think he can just zone Bloodseeker alone with the right click and the first skill, the key.
The Boiling Death, yeah.
Yep. You just need some levels. I don't agree with what Doom is doing right now, because Oscar is not getting any experience. I think that's bad for him. He needs a level 3 on this lane. Maybe he just does it to get the level 2 and get some jungle creep.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's the strategy. I mean, he did go for Scorched Earth level 1, so we'll see what he goes out on level 2. Look at the rest of the matchups, though. Mid lane, Invoker versus Puck. How would you categorize this matchup? Is it favored in any way?
No, I think it's a 50-50 matchup. Most of the matchups that we are going to see for the R playing for Wolf team, it's going to be 50-50 or 60-40. He's a really solid player, so even if the matchup's not that good, he managed to survive, you know, get anything out of that.
Bottom lane, we're going to see a little bit of an initiation onto Oscar. TP immediately. They realize they have no more damage. But you just force Oscar to TP back to the... Oh, actually, TP back to tower. He's going to be fine.
It's almost level 3. It's fine. Oh, HFN it's maxing blood right. There are some tips going on.
What's the choice behind this build then?
I think it's for Q potential because they have the Frost Blast and Lich just got the Sinister Gaze. But I don't think they can kill Timber anymore because he's level 3, so it doesn't matter. It will help him to farm on the jungle.
Double dies in the top lane, or Double gets a kill on the top lane against Affliction. It's gonna work pretty nicely for them. So offlane Snapfire already off to a good start. I am not a particular fan of the 2 points in Blood Art build. Unless you have stacks on Bloodseeker, I don't really see there's a point to this build.
Yeah,
even with stacks, it's like...
Seems weird. Yeah. I think he just got the 2 points for Q potential, but I think it's bad. It's better to just go thirsty in the Blood Rage. 1 point in the Blood Right, it's enough.
Yeah, I agree. The 2 points only useful if you have like early stacks you're gonna take with Blood specifically.
Especially because of the damage. You just get 40 more damage. The silence doesn't matter on the beginning of the game. Like you're Timber, you just don't care.
And in lane anyway, it's only for securing last hits, honestly.
Yeah.
That's what you use the Blood Right for. Alright, well, top lane Tao was doing really well this top. Were you expecting this? We didn't really talk about this, but like Phantom Lance or Clockwork?
Snapfire, it's a underestimated hero. When they put Snap on the core, like many people doesn't give this hero too much attention, but I think she has one of the strongest lane in the game. The lane phase is super strong, and I'm kind of surprised they're doing that well on top. I mean, Clock can do much because they have the toss and the cookie. But Snap is just zoning PL with the Scatter Blast. PL just can't farm so much damage. Both team is just destroying this lane. It's going way good for them.
Yeah, it is, and that's exactly what Snapfire is supposed to do as well. So it's a very, very good start for them. Especially going for the build that he went for with the Scatter Blast and the Little Shredder is definitely a late dominating build when you come into this. Ice Boots finally on Bloodseeker. He's not even going to rush the Maelstrom. He's actually going full kill potential, man. This is crazy. When you think the lane is useless on Bloodseeker, you usually go for like Brown Boots into Maelstrom, and you back Blood Rage instead.
Yep.
Not a single point in Blood Rage. That is wild.
That's what I say. Like we don't see HFN playing these heroes, you know. It's strange to see him playing. It seems like he doesn't play rankeds with this hero and make sure he knows what he's doing. Top Tavo?
In the top lane, yep. He's being chased by the Phantom Lancer. In the trees he goes. He does have Magic Wand still. Oh, Scatter Blast! Alright,
He tried.
well, he had to try. He had to try, yeah. Yeah, so you do feel like HFN is just not... HFN is just not used to this kind of hero that are like faster, that can have like 2 modes like Bloodseeker, because Bloodseeker can be super hyper farmer as well, right? You feel like HFN is just not used
I feel
to that
like these
idea, or
heroes
what?
only get super farm when he stomps a lane. If you get a Bloodseeker, he gets 2 or 3 kills on the lane. The hero just like bizarre in the mid game. Has so much farm. He's so faster. He has so much damage. And I don't know. It's because I'm getting to watch HFN since the beginning of his career, and it's not usual to see him playing Bloodseeker. So it's strange for me. I'm watching this guy play since 2016. So
Yeah, I know. I swear when Bloodseeker K was getting pretty popular, I thought he was the kind of guy that would play it a fair amount. Like, Hector played it a lot. It's kind of his playstyle, though, that works with him. So I don't know why HFN wouldn't do
back
it.
in the days, he just used to play like Luna, Nature's Prophet, and Sven. Everything that hits 2 creeps at the same time, you know. Oh,
in
the
the
smoke.
top lane. We'll get a Dream Coil and a potential kill on the Clockwork. King out nearby too, and they might want to go for the PL committing in, but down bottom, they found Duster. There's the Urn Charge for Duster. Duster activating the Frost Shield. Everyone's hunting Duster today. Oh, Duster, is he making it out alive? He's not.
Oh, just got the query of the Javelin. This is big.
Oh, that is huge, actually. That is a big source of Bloodseeker's damage early. Again, can we kick on HFM for a second? I want to see the potent Blood Rage he has. He's ruptured, Oscar. Okay, has 2. He has 2. He's doing fine. There's a toss. Vertical movement does work, by the way. But Oscar will survive this. Can't Timber Chain. They know this. The Frost Shield for HFN. Shotgun has been used. Sinister Gaze to move Oscar further. But they're going to kill HFN. And now King Ao is also in trouble. King Ao will try to toss someone. Earned, killed, ADR joining. In fact, it might turn this. It seems like Wolf Team, Duster, low. They kind of just used the Urn without using the Cold Snap. They forgot one part of it. Now Duster finally hit with the Cold Snap, but they lack the damage. Need one more hit to do the trick alone, using the Magic Stick. And there's going to be Michael giving him more Urn Charges to alone. ADR now in trouble. Good Ice Wall alone. When I chased the puck, he guessed exactly the jaunt. Ooh, that Tornado misses, but the Infernal Blade will hit. They needed the Cold Snap. 2 more seconds. Stream Cold committed. ADR gonna die to the Urn damage. No, it's Scorched Earth instead.
Alone just destroyed this fight. Like the triple man tornado, the cold snaps with the Urn. Really well done. Being top to kill Tavo. Guy's on fire.
That is that was pretty wild. Alone not only played a great Invoker, but it's fun again though. I feel like every game we see the same thing where we're just infinite team fights for Wolf Team.
I think that's some classic SA Dota, you know? Everyone just keep fighting all the time. We just get used to it. Oh,
I do,
Affliction?
but I feel like the guys at Wolf Team take it a step further.
I don't know, maybe it's a feeling like we can go, maybe we can try to kill someone, you know?
Sure. I get it. Like it's what's beautiful about this feeling of Wolf Team, and I do like, is that at the end of the day, it's an ultimate efficiency, right? Like they're just trying to make the best play possible all the time, and because of that, they often go a bit too far. But it's not a defensive way of playing at all. Double. Yeah, there's a Cold Snap. EMP.
Oh, they don't have Sentry.
They do not have Sentry or Dust. Double has a little Shredder, but he's just gonna walk around with no mana.
It's like Duster said on the post interview against Beast Coast. They just outplay the teams, just go on the talent.
It feels to a large degree like Beast Coast does something similar. Alone, by the way, died. King Ao, though, could be in trouble. Chakram is slowing him down. King Ao will fall to the Oscar attack. And they go for Tabo next. A Whirling Death hurt him. A Frost Shield covering him. Affliction will be able to kill the kill. Tabo with Oscar. Affliction dies too, though. Who's winning, Rayuur?
I don't know.
Please.
10 minutes of game and everyone's fighting top. But whoa, by the the graphics, we see that Infamous just winning 2k lead. But everyone just going straight forward. I think this is good for Infamous. They have Invoker, plays early. You have the Chamber, you have the hook shot, block. I think Wolf needs some levels, They need levels on Puck, they need the BKB on the Bloodseeker. Zapfire need to be careful. It's hard to use the kisses this game because of the clock. And King Gao doesn't have the dagger, so they just smoke and nothing happened. ADR still doesn't have the dagger. Situation is really good for Infamous here. It's so good that Parker just go for Yasha. When the game is that free and you just go for Yasha on PL, you're just saying, okay guys, I'm free farming, I don't care, I'm just hitting creeps. It's a free game.
It's a classic. It's a classic on PL. As people always go for Diffusal Blade, especially in the lower ranks, but the idea is Diffusal Blade doesn't help you farm, as he just explained. So if you feel like it's a free game, never go for Diffusal Blade. Not gonna help you at all. He's actually gonna go for SNY apparently this game as opposed to the Manta. Interesting choice considering there's so many silences on Infamous on the Wolf team side.
Yep.
I hope he rethinks that.
I think Manta is a big deal here.
Yes, me too. You can even avoid the Dream Coil stun with a Manta dodge.
That's some next level play, but yes, you can dodge.
You can. I mean, I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of options for it. Right?
Yeah, it's not something that, okay, I'm going Manta to dodge the Dream Coil.
No, true. But if it's all about outplaying your opponents, they have to show off a little bit as well, right?
Oh, they're sending the high ground? They've seen high ground.
It's pretty good. They haven't even smoked for this. Okay, I was not technically breaking us.
Under attack.
These technological hiccups will happen sometimes. Look, see, they've even paused for us so that everyone can reconnect. It's all good. Yes, we are. Disconnections from Wolf Team. They're not the RDO's not the only one with a bad internet today. The classic.
Back in the day, he had so many special words that you can put on the Steam name that the Steam name would be blank and bugged no one could see your name and see the past names that you use on Steam. HFN had all these codes.
Really? I didn't know that. Was HFN
Every
one of those
time-
like old school then?
Yeah, every time Steam just fixes and make sure a code doesn't work anymore, he just had another one.
This is wild, dude. Why is
Yeah.
it that he didn't want? Was it a privacy thing or what was it?
I don't know. There's like something back in the day that I just want to be anonymous. That this is cool. No one knows me, and just wrecks everyone in the pub. Everyone's trash. No one knows it's me. Some kind
Yeah.
of stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, the anonymity of the internet, of course, is a very appealing factor. It's have you gotten recognized when you play in pubs besides the people that like play in the pro scene, like people that they just know you? Has that ever happened to you, Rayuur?
Yeah, on the Brazilian scene, almost everyone who watches Dota or just sees some content on YouTube knows me. Even if I play, when I played low rank back in the day, people used to
Mhm.
know. The
How
rank,
did that feel?
it's good. Like, okay, guys, I'm here. Let's win! Woohoo! Let's play together.
People are surprisingly cute when they recognize people. At least in my experience, they're like kind
Yeah.
of nice about it.
Sometimes I'm on the street. I just got recognized. It's nice.
Really?
It feels like I'm important, but I'm not. So I just get happier, you know.
Oh, it feels. Yeah, it does feel nice. I can see that happening.
It
For some
happens to
reason,
you?
whenever I get, when I moved to Malaysia, it started happening to me, and it was a really weird experience. The first time I didn't know what to say. I was like, he goes, "Are you Avo?" And I'm like, "Why do you know me?" I thought, "Are you? Do I know you?" He's like, "Oh, from Dota." And I thought we were. He was like someone I played with. I was like, "Oh, we play together." He's like, "No, Ti." Oh yeah, I did that. Yeah. Very nice guy though. He was very nice, very patient. So I appreciate it. I was very
Yeah.
confused by that.
It happens
In
sometimes.
pubs though, I always lose when someone recognizes me. Every single time.
Oh my God.
The pressure mounts up. You're like,
You're a choker, Avo.
I'm a choker, dude. That's the reality of it.
What is this?
Someone go-
No.
Someone goes, "Avo, I'm a big fan." They use the ratatata line, and I will choke. That's it. I can't play that game anymore. So I had to change my name.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna start pubbing, and I'm gonna change my name to Rayuur, and see what happens then. And maybe that
No,
helps me.
please don't. There's only one.
Please
There's
There's
only
only one
one.
Rayuur.
Only the original one.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to steal your identity. I apologize for that.
It's a crime.
Oh, what are they writing? Jimena? Interesting. That's cute. Saying hi to
Everyone's
their
ready?
girlfriends.
Okay, just some pausing.
The classic Dota players with the girlfriend's name right after their name. True sponsorship.
I'm one of that players, and I used to date.
Look, man, everyone in South America is like that, to be honest. So it's okay. It
It's
was
cute.
funny because some players like they change a lot, right? They move around, right?
Yeah.
And so you see a different name every week, and you're like, okay, well, I don't know, man, if it's special anymore.
There's some people out there that just change the girlfriend. It's like a patch, you know. Changing the girlfriend is like a patch of Dota.
I see you have met King Tekka. Yes, indeed. ATR. We're gonna try to find Michael here. Illusory Orb. We have the haste rune. Are they gonna commit to Dream Coil for this? Oh, okay. Puck was just really excited, dude.
I mean, it's a good drink coil. It's a good drink off. Nothing's happening on the map right now. They're not smoking to try to find PL. I think he was afraid maybe they were just baiting there.
Yep. A Doom, yeah, into the high gun. Wolf team is trying to learn to chill out a little bit, right?
Top?
Affliction.
Sure.
Okay. They go for the kill on this clock. They have Dream Coil though, which they're gonna give it 2 ultimates for this clock. It's okay. They're low cooldown. It's a kill at least.
And the Parker's going for Sanjay Asher.
I don't know about this. Doom? It's the Snapfire this time. They also have King Ao in the middle of this, and they're both gonna die together for Oscar. I don't know why he would go SNY over Manta, dude. I actually can't understand it.
We gotta ask them if they win the game, because I can't understand either.
Is it the
Manta's
rupture,
way
maybe?
good. I don't know. I think it's way better to just have Manta dodge spells. No, dodge through silence. Maybe he just want to have, maybe he's going Sanjiasha because he wants to go hard, and Sanjiasha just buffs the heal amplification. So he's super tanky.
Oh, right. I see. Yeah, that could be it. I can see that. Like, he's not even considering like what the enemy has. He's just considering his own build and what's more efficient.
Yeah, he's just like, I don't want to die. I'm getting super tanky. Maybe that's his idea.
Okay, Michael once again is we found a high gun, but they all keep thinking they're just baiting Michael, and Infamous has no interest, dude. They have not baited him a single time. But Wolf Team is a little bit scared this time, making plays, which is the opposite of what we saw last time.
Mostly because they don't have many things to get into people, you know. Tiny still doesn't have the dagger. He's farming bottom.
Oh,
Affliction.
Clockwork has found Duster, or perhaps Clockwork has been found by Duster. Affliction does avoid that blood, right? That's not going to help him enough, though, as there's so much damage happening here. They can use the blood rage here for ADR. They saw an opportunity to hunt down ADR, but Infamous is not keen on taking any fights here.
They need to just wait the daggers. I almost have dagger on Puck. I almost have dagger on Tiny. And they can proceed to jump people.
Yeah, it seems like both teams is very close to being able to fight that. BKB and Bloodseeker is going to be the big turning point. One of the strongest timings in the game here. Parker, with the SNY already completed, might be too big a threat now. He's just been given free farm the whole time.
I think his idea just get so many HP. Just get a Popul's Gift instead of the Embrace. And he's going for the Heart. That's the idea. Just get super tanky. Much HP.
Do you? Yeah, I guess Bloodseeker is not the best hero at dealing sustained damage, because at least for the illusions, right? Mjolnir is a very fixed damage. You can't go for Battle Fury or anything like that, so you're kind of limited in that sense. Oh, Duster will be the target here. I don't know about this one, though.
The Chain Frost?
Oscar is tanking a lot of damage. Michael will fall here. Chain Frost still bouncing to poor Oscar. Oscar is going to die to the Blood Right. And the Doom got used on the Tiny. With a Rupture and Alone, they kill Alone. They get rid of Infamous. With Tiny being denied towards the end, they only lose the supports here on Wolf Team. That was such a huge win for them.
Yeah, these Chain Frosts are just winning the fight. On the triangle, here on the river. Infamous need to be more careful, you know? They're just running to them and getting chain Frost with the Dream Coil Affliction.
Okay. HFN will try to take the tower, but unfortunately not enough damage. The tower will barely survive, which means they get a free deny. Parker that wants to fight this. That was the target, but he does have a shard. Unfortunately, that shard is not going to be enough for him to get away. Davo fights to the death, and that's going to be his death, and a swift one at that. But it seems like the rest of both teams don't want to engage this. They go for Affliction first. Affliction has been cleaned up. Ingao will have to die for this, however. And they realize now there's no need for another infinite fight. Perhaps take a chill pill and go back.
Infamous need to initiate a fight without the Chain Frost and the Dream Coil. Parker is strong. I think Parker now just buying the river and getting to the front line, it will be harder for Wolf Team to fight because they will need to use everything on him. And I don't think he's going to get bursted, you know. They need to choose. Or they try to burst PL or they kill Timber. They have the damage to kill Timber. The last fight just proved it. But I think if the Infamous just find a way to initiate them and go first, they can fight properly, both team. And they have some internet issues. Welcome to Brazil.
Do you know if Wolf Team is in a team house?
Yes.
So how is it that 3 people are having internet issues and 2 of them aren't?
When back in the day when I used to play in the gaming house, this kind of stuff
Sure.
just happened to us a couple of times, maybe 2 or 3 times when we were playing tournament, and I don't know, it just happens, you know. We still had a backup internet, and still happens sometimes.
Um, that's okay. That's interesting. I don't know how that like. I mean, I understand that internet seems like magic to people, but there is a science behind it. So there must be a reason why it would go off on like 3 computers and not one of them, right? Like it's if they're in the same house, they all share the same connection. I would suppose. Maybe not. Maybe ADR is with his girlfriend and he's not in the team house right now.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. It is a bit weird. It feels very frustrating when this happens, though. It's hard to concentrate in the game when the ping is kicking you out the whole time.
Yeah, especially when you're just losing the game. When these big pauses happen, you just loses some focus, you know?
I think Brazilian teams get hurt a lot with this because they are all about passion and moving forward, and that's the whole idea, right? No, I mean it. I've seen the atmosphere in Brazilian teams, and I feel like that's a big part of why they win. And if you lose that momentum, it's a huge deal.
Sometimes it's good. You could just breathe and thinking, but most of the times I'd rather not to have these big pauses. For me, especially, it gets me stressed because I want to play the game and I want to make stuff happen. Oh.
Well, how much pause time do they have? Alone asks. He's always been a stickler for the rules. He's not trying to be mean. That's just it.
Okay.
He asks us every time.
HFM is back.
Of course, what's pretty funny is the admin is from 4D. So he doesn't speak English.
Everyone just get used to just speaking English because of the rankeds. We're going to smoke. Yeah, here's a smoke. Oh, the coil on Parker. Oh. Oh, just
Initiation mid. They got a rupture here off. That's going to be able to kill off Parker. So they finally get the carry kill.
The Dream Coil into the rupture, into the toss back, into breaking the Dream Coil. Nice one.
Fantastic job. Mjolnir now completed on HFN as well, so a lot more killing potential against this PL and its illusions. It's happening. Little by little, they are recovering here, and Bloodseeker is hitting his stride now with the BKB.
I need to use this Doom. You wanna kill Puck? Yes, he's dead.
Okay. They got him with a Doom, calls up on top of this with a Meteor. He's as good as dead. Mortimer's kiss is raining down. It seems like Team Wolf has a plan to reinitiate this. And I'm gonna find Alone first. Alone's dead. Michael might join him in the grave. Just one more hit, HFN. There we go. As Oscar commits for King Al, he realizes they have enough damage. But actually, with the Chakram, it's gonna be a different story. And in fact, with Affliction's hookshot, they didn't cancel HFN's TP. HFN has to fight this to the death. His target's Affliction, but now Parker's here, and HFN will just fall. Once again, Affliction with a clutch hookshot canceling this TP from HFN. He just really hates it.
Nice decision by HFN by just TPing when he see that the fight was over, but Affliction was faster. We were just waiting there. They started the fight well by just killing Puck, but HFN just got right-click Invoker. Invoker just took so many damage. He could not use the Ghost Walk to escape.
Yep. Yeah, that BKB also makes it difficult because you don't have
Parker's
to
almost
blast,
with
right?
his heart.
Parker, with a heart, do you think that's going to make the difference? Or can Bloodseeker just go for early shard and that'll just deal with the heart? Or is that not enough?
Just basing on the pick-off that they just took on the mid lane, he can die with the heart. 100%. Yeah. If they manage to combo the same time, the same thing, he can die. So much damage.
We'll see how that works out for them. Wolf team doesn't seem too scared either, you're right. Heart's about to be completed. Well, actually, no, he's still 1200 gold away. I forget the recipe now, it's very expensive. Roche is also available for Wolf Team. They take it fairly fast with Snapfire, but they don't want to commit to it because the fear of the Invoker. Tiny. Okay, that's an illusion. I think he realized this as well. I think they realized it. Oh, no, they didn't. They did not realize it. They thought it was the real PL the whole time. Now they realize
the
it,
Lotus
but the
with the
counter
Chain
initiation's
Frost?
here. Lotus with a Chain Frost is clutch, and so is
Just
Parker's
killing
initiation, but at least he
everyone.
got ruptured. And the hook shot now stopping HFN. He's stuck in the cause. He can't finish off Parker. Parker walks off the Blood Right, but Parker is forced to fight against the Puck. The Puck's still chasing after him. Affliction's been killed by HFN. He's been doomed as well, but Parker goes down to ADR as Alone finishes off HFN. And ADR is now hunting for Alone. The true battle of the mid laners. He can try to avoid that EMP. He won't avoid it, but has a regen rune instead. Dabo gets hunted down by Oscar in the backlines. The offlaners seem to be favoring the Infamous team. As ADR gets one last illusory orb off. He's out of mana. He didn't use that regen rune too effectively, but he'll be able to get away.
The Chain Frost from the Lotus Orb just gave so much damage to the Wolf team. Jesus. But Parker still didn't have the heart on that fight.
That's a dead Invoker.
Alone?
Okay, they just caught him for free, dude. Alone's just dead.
Easy kill.
That is.
Parker needs a heart.
Sorry, go ahead.
Parker needs a
Parker has
heart.
Yeah?
He just if he had the heart on the mid lane on the fight, he would survive.
It wasn't even like a real initiation there. They just caught him with Rupture. Like, that's it. I mean, they got with Dreamcoil and Rupture, but they have so much forced movement that Parker just died solo. And we saw it. Like, Bloodseeker really does counter Parker pretty heavily. Despite Affliction's beautiful hookshot, didn't work out.
Yeah,
I can't believe
think
Oscar lived there either. Why was
Yeah.
he going for the Clockwork and not Oscar?
I think they just split. Both team just got a little split on the fight. Over.
I didn't even notice that. Like, why would you go for the Clockwork over the offlaner? He was literally 10 HP away from death.
Gotta ask Oscar.
No, gotta ask HFN. That's my question, right? I want to know what it. Maybe HFN, being the carrier he is, thought he would get a Mjolnir proc that would kill Oscar, and he was being super efficient with his last hits. That honestly could be.
I feel like
Affliction.
Infamous has the
Affliction?
advantage, but they're not that strong.
Yeah, I mean, Affliction is strong. There's a lot of strength. Oh, and he has the
double
strength and the
hookshot?
courage to initiate. They're going for the snap, and Dabo's in trouble, but he does get the scatter blast off.
Oh,
Doom
the
the Puck,
Doom.
though. And that's going to be a dead Puck in this fight. Where's the Bloodseeker? That's what they need. They don't have a carry just yet, and Parker's starting to destroy them. They got rid of the supports now, the cores now. So the ports will have to fall as well. That's going
That's
to
what I
be a
said.
huge win for Infamous.
Yeah. By just starting the fight and making sure that the Doom presses Doom, it's hard to fight, man. Like, look, just died. What they can do? They just watch. HFN didn't even come to the fight because the fight was already over. Now they have the Russian. Parker's going for BKB. Okay.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Parker with a... I'm interested. Why the BKB deal with the Dream Coil? Maybe? I don't understand.
I think it's because they have too many silences and magic damage. I'm not a big
Imagine
fan of...
if it was a
Magic.
dispel of some kind that could take away the
Ah!
silences.
They would still have too many magic damage. I think this is one of the few games that you play on PL that BKB is actually good, you know?
Yep.
Because most of the games, it's going to be trash. I think it's a decent BKB game. Because even if he had Manta, just imagine, he had Manta right now. And
Yep.
if he dies with Manta, he dies the second time. But if he dies now and he has BKB, he doesn't die the second time. But he just baited us because he's going for Skadi. Okay, never mind, guys.
Yep. I was gonna say one thing I did like about BKB is that it blocks the Blood Rage damage when you get Shard, which is gonna be pretty impactful now in these next fights. The Shard's coming out on Bloodseeker. He's almost finished up the Linkens as well. Interesting choice to go Linkens, but he just wants to prevent the Doom. Once again, it's HFN solo carrying again, or trying to.
I have the link is ready on the puck too.
There's the Frost Shield from the Lich to protect the tower for now. They have okay high ground defense, but they don't have anyone to commit, unfortunately. Gustavo can't be that person that's leaking out with the blink. He has to find the real Parker. Parker's pretending like the real one is actually behind him, trying to bait out this tiny Avatos. We'll see if that's true. Okay, now they know which one's the real one. Okay, they found Parker. Once again, this is a really tough play.
Back.
But the toss back works.
Oh, the
Hook
dodge!
shot though. Caught the Bloodseeker, and the dodge avoided this initiation completely. Bloodseeker will get the kill on the clock. Sure, fair enough. At least they saved Parker and the kill king out in the process. There's the Mortimer skills committed. Oscar could be in trouble. HFN is going for him. Well, we do doom HFN, which means now at the mercy of the PL, sorry. As Oscar holds his own, barely surviving, capable of getting out thanks to the Essence Ring and the Magic Wand. The Puck's trying to snipe him, but he won't jump to the orb. He's too afraid. Doom is about to run out, and this Blood Rage is back up soon. A Tornado might just catch him. It doesn't, but they have slowed him. They use the Frost Shield to protect him. The Cookie is not going to stun anyone. Chalk him on top of that. For now, they only kill the Lich. The HFN's really close to dying too. He's committing to it. He's in the face. He's actually going for Snapfire, but the grandmother won't fall. The real PL has been found. He has to retreat here. Instead, go for the racks, the real objectives. No need to force the carry kill. And they can just win this fight instead. Retreat.
Parker just went to 5-man himself. He doesn't care. So strong. I thought he was going to dive the fountain. Scotty almost ready.
This team fight seem a little bit helpless though for Wolf Team, to be honest. It doesn't feel like they can. I mean, that Lincoln's pick up on the Bloodseeker slowed him down so much. Sure, it's hard to doom you now, but you do nothing.
It's not that type of game that you wanna go Lincolns. You need the Lincolns, but you don't wanna go because you're going to lack damage. I don't think. I don't know how they are going to kill PL.
Yeah, I don't know either, dude. The shard is all they got, but they have too many spells for the Blood Rage.
Titan, Sanjiasha, Scotty, Hard, so tanky.
Yep. He's PL as well in the lake.
Maybe Rupture with toss back into Scatter Blast. I don't know. Dandrin Coil.
Maybe, but even then it's...
Imagine that he's alone and his team's not next to him.
Yeah, exactly. Like Affliction always is there with a hook shot.
And he's on the fountain.
That's why I feel like Team Wolf can't get these initiations off, because Affliction constantly cancels it with a hook shot. It's actually been very impressive. ADR, he's in a good position though. Oh, okay, the Chakra will... Okay, ADR is run away. That Chakra just killed his good position, yeah. Okay, they use Glyph to initiate... Oh, what is happening? Okay, they ruptured Parker, but this is first life. Okay. It's not his first life because they just got expired. They actually doomed the Lich, though. Somehow. Hook shot to the Bloodseeker. They can still cogs him back, but the 4 o'clock is silenced. He wants to cogs him in. He won't have a chance. He's actually been stunned. Duster dies together with Affliction. HFN's being chased down by Parker, but Parker realizes this is a bad fight to take. Instead, going for the towers. They did use the Rupture for this, so the enemy team technically is safe. I don't know why you would fight once you glyph. That was such a weird play, though.
They tried to make the play,
Surprise?
but Alone just gets a tornado on Kingao and changes the whole situation. But they're right. They're just trying to Dream Coin to toss back and Rupture. But the Alone was faster with the tornado.
It's just really difficult with a Clockwork and an Invoker disturbing every single initiation of yours. I mean, if the Doom had hit a real target there, I think the team fight was over there for both teams.
Yeah. It was one of that situations that you just press a spell on the first hit that you see. Oh, bottom.
Oh, hook shot. Yeah, they caught up to the puck. Just go silenced. ADR is going to die. That's the Orchid from Affliction coming into play. This clock has been building like a mid laner, even though he's a 5.
I like this Orchid. It's really good. He can solo kill people. It's insanely good against Puck. Puck only have the Linkens.
Yep. Lincoln is not
Nice,
good enough.
nice run by
BKB.
Affliction.
He's been the stand-up
Oh, they
performer.
have Vice on Michael.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Michael? Oh, they do.
Doesn't
and
have
Alone
the
also has
Doom,
one.
but it has a Vice.
That's kind of wild. They
Oh,
could
they're wrapping
just
around
play
it.
off this.
Oh.
Yep. And there's no vision here. They could just catch Tabo. They're going to go in. There's the Vice coming into play. Timbersaw needs to join him, though. Michael wants to stun him. And unfortunately, he doesn't get it. Only the Hex. And in fact, Michael will die. This TP not successful. HFN being tossed in place. So that's the BKB wasted a little bit. Well, that Michael, you don't have Doom. You don't have Scythe of Vice. Well, you do have one in Alone. You don't have your second one. Not the best of initiations.
I think he just needed to wait a little longer to Bloodseeker to show off. Rush is already up.
Roche is indeed up. Or Roche may respawn in 10 seconds. We're gonna see who checks it first and how long it's gonna last.
Infamous need to be careful. Like they don't have the Doom. If Wolf team manages to come and fight okay, Rush is not respawning now. Never mind. Bloodseeker has dagger. Okay.
That is a solution. I do feel like you're still missing a little bit of damage, but it is a solution to deal with a backliner. He can avoid the clock if he's fast enough.
Infamous just waiting the rush.
One more minute for that Roche, which is how much time Wolf Team have to make a play. And play will happen now. It should be very obvious though. Yep, they just revealed it. Alone, running back for his life. They won't catch him. That's a failed smoke. Really awkward positioning. They didn't shove the lane before they smoked, which made it kind of obvious.
Radiant's top barracks
Volker
are
retreated.
under attack.
King Hao doesn't want to destroy the ward. Why? Is he baiting it? What is going on through Wolf Team's mind?
Dire's middle
Don't go into the
15
high ground,
seconds.
guys.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
Russian's still respawning. Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, it is a timer. Where your time is linear in the Dota world. That tends to be how it happens. Shard and A just now on this Roche.
I have anxiety, man. I want to see things happen.
Of course, but right now, both teams are biding their time. Wolf Team knows this is a Hail Mary smoke. That's all they get. Rocket Flare didn't uncover anyone, so
It's
technically
a dangerous smoke.
it is a dangerous smoke. They're trying to get to the high
He
ground.
just placed a high ground
Oh.
vision.
Infamous went for this regardless. Maybe this might be the initiation they were looking for. Nope. The illusions are being sent in solo. They're even alacritying one of the illusions to pretend like it's the real one. There's the blink dagger. They realize there's no real PL inside. Kill a courier at least with a ward, which is kind of important for this fight.
There's too many creeps on bottom. Someone needs to go back.
Yeah, that's what Infamous is banking on. They're like, alright guys, we'll wait you out. We're very patient. Wolf Team doesn't have that kind of patience. They can't. What are they gonna do now? Someone has to go back, but if they go back, they lose this Roche, and they know this. Alright, the creep's actually been cleared by the towers, though.
Radiant's top barracks
Creep stopper taking down Brax.
They just stopped the Rex.
They just took the Rage Rex solo. Okay, ADR just showed himself. Time to rush. Time to rush. Right? Yeah.
Radiant's middle
There we go.
is under attack.
There we go, Wolf team. I'm sorry, let's go Infamous. Alacrity being committed, King Ao trying to delay this. Michael gets the scythe off. Have a second scythe if they need to, but they don't want to overcommit for just a simple tiny. Lotus Orb has been activated onto Timbersaw. Oak shot to stop HFN once again. BKB already activated. Oscar has been ruptured. Oh no, it wasn't him actually. Oscar's gonna try to TP unsuccessfully though. He will die. What got ruptured then? Oh, the Lich?
He was a
sorry,
rupture
no.
on Doom.
On Doom. Oh, right. Doom. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower
Okay,
is
okay.
under attack.
Parker
The
just
win
take
still
the
goes the
Russian.
way of Infamous. Though. Yeah, they won the rush. That's what matters.
Absol on Parker, picks a cloak. Everyone is ready.
I feel like Infamous is just gonna wait out the. Oh, maybe not actually. Not if Tabo gives him an opportunity. Owl's been hacked. We have a hook shot. How much do they want to commit for this? Apparently, they want to commit everything. Good cogs, and with the deafening blast, damage is too high. Tabo will die. 80 seconds without him. Timbersaw's coming in 40. They could turn this into a big play. At least force a buyback.
Man has a DD, but I mean, he's going to blink and dagger and one-shot hole. Everyone has BKB. Careful. Oh, King Ao.
Oh, King Ao missed the avalanche, but that was a good initiation by the puck. We did see a rupture onto Alone. And he could be in trouble, but Alone just dies to HFN thanks to that Blink Dagger. The question is, can he kill Parker? That's what we're really looking for. Parker's actually going to be chasing after King Ao. King Ao the target, Scatterblast. Hey, only hitting illusions. Parker has been Sinister Gazed. Well, they need a little bit more control. And the control will be for
Rupture,
Michael
no?
instead, who's going to be ruptured and killed. Michael barely lasted. King Ao will finally fall. Parker continuing to be well alive. Going for the Bloodseeker now. He has a Basher, so HFN can't last this. Tornado to control him. Definitely left with Meteor. And finally, HFN will fall. King Ao on his second life is trying to pot them all together, put him inside the Blood Ray, but Parker seems unbeatable. That Basher's doing so much
Parker
work.
just
Goes for the support
killing
now. King Ao
everyone.
can't run away. Illusions being sent after the near Spirit Land. Something, King Ao. Okay. He has barely enough HP to make it back home alive. However, nobody has touched Parker. Nobody can do anything to Parker. Parker is gone.
Oh, the flame.
Alone. With
Oh,
the double question mark before the game ends. He was saving that for the end of the series. A puck gets hexed. They want this pig's ham. They'll burn it to a crisp, but now it's no good. King Ao in trouble. He went too far. You'll be punished, doomed, and killed. Bloodseeker, what are you even doing? Parker's too strong. HFN's but a fly. Infamous will take M3. And Wolf Team, they had high hopes, but they have been quickly squandered by an Infamous who preserves their perfect score in the SATPC.
some spicy here on the end of the game. Some tips, some outshouting. You like to see the chaos. Well done by
Do.
Infamous.
We'll see. I can't wait to ask you about this. I can't wait to ask you about the spiciness of this. As we try to organize an interview, what do you think of that game, Rayuur?
Parker just played out of his mind. He just carried the game. We were questioning the decision of the Sanji Asha, but I think it doesn't matter overall. Alone with the clutch play, especially on the beginning of the game, Affliction by just going for the right build, going Orchard, excellent decision. This game, I think, Infamous just outplayed Wolf Team. He just got outplayed.
That's it. There's no more to it.
I don't think Wolf Team had the control of the game anytime. Like, I always felt that Infamous was playing forward and controlling the game the way they wanted. On this game, especially, I think was 100% Infamous. We see Wolf Team just surviving this game, but on the first series that they got Infamous, they showed some big plays. On the second game, they make some mistakes, but I think the third game, Infamous just stand there, just making sure why they come, why they're playing.
Yeah, I think it's gonna settle the series here. I think it's gonna settle the series here for Wolf Team, who did manage to get a win against Beast Coast, but apparently Infamous is too strong an opponent. And with this, I can't wait to see what our panel has to say about this game. If they can break it down for us between Wolf Team and Infamous, as we also look down at the scores. Alright. Hello, guys. Welcome back. Thank you. Avo, for that wonderful throw as we go back to this panel. RDO, Winter, what was the last game? Did you feel like this was finally a more normal game, or do you feel like Wolf Team was a little bit too crazy once again? RDO.
I still don't like the Wolf draft because they last pick again. They again last pick a hero that can only fight with BKB. Last game was Cho. If Cho uses BKB and don't manage to kill everyone, he has to go back. Same for the Bloodseeker. But yeah, kinda hard. Like I feel like Wolf Team plays a very good Dota when they're playing with auras, but Game 2 and Game 3 they had 0 auras, so they couldn't really play their full potential playstyle, you know?
Would you agree with that, Winter?
No, my issue with them is like I feel like it's not their kind of draft, with this Bloodseeker pick. Like you say this Bloodseeker is like a carry that you need to play around your teammates a lot. You need to come to fights a lot. If you see how some of the fights pan out, the Bloodseeker was either, like in my opinion, too late to the fight, or he didn't decide to show up, which I feel like he's playing like an AM. It's an easy example, like you compare it to an AM.
Sure.
Like your team is fighting for you to farm. But Bloodseeker is not that. Bloodseeker is like you fight with your team so that every was top of the net worth after the laning phase. He had a good game, and I feel that he needs to have a lot more impact because PL is going to outcarry you later. So if you AFK and farm, you trade farm with a PL, you're not playing Bloodseeker correctly.
Do you find that if that pick had been played optimally, it would have been a very different idea? Or do you feel like it was still a draft issue?
No, I think if it wasn't played optimally for sure. Like maybe there's another better pick for them for sure. But I like to look at the draft.
Winter,
Did you play the draft instead of like, can we find a better pick right away? Can we find a replacement that's better? I always like to look at the way you play first. Like, did you utilize the draft to the maximum potential?
Right, yeah, that's fair enough. Meanwhile, RDO, we end on a good note because we'll talk to Infamous soon. What would you say that you liked about Infamous, especially in the second and third game as they kind of woke up?
Alon's playstyle for sure. He was a beast on second game, and third games was the same thing. This guy is playing so good. I don't understand. He was like bad at 2 years ago, but now he's just a monster.
Yeah, it's always a little bit of flame in the compliments. I love it. Thank you. We're gonna go and talk to one of their members now. Actually, as we have an interview with Oscar. Oh, never mind. We're gonna talk to them very soon. We do have Oscar on the line, but he is just getting it set up. Yeah. So, what do you think of Oscar's performance? Actually, since we're gonna talk to him, RDO, what was your opinion on him, on the his typical aura carrying heroes?
Very good. When you play against Whisper and Oscar, you need to bend their Timber Summon because these guys are they're just too good with this hero. I don't understand. You can count, even if you counter the hero, you just start cutting waves at 3 minutes and there's nothing you can do. I've played against Oscar so many times, and every time I counter him in pro matches, the same thing just happens. He just go to tier 2, starting cutting waves, and when it's 5 minutes, he's at my tier 3 cutting waves. It's so annoying.
I see a lot of frustration there. So, do you think that the only solution is to ban the Timber Summon? That's it?
Yes. You play against Infamous, you ban Templar, and you ban Timbersaw. That's it.
Okay.
Then you play a normal Dota game. If not, you're gonna play a 60-40 game.
Fair enough. Is there So on the. I don't know, guys. Give me something. I need to set up this interview. Give me something. RDO, give me your final thoughts on the game, please.
Very cool PL pick. It wasn't one of the most free PL games, but I like how they pick PL and they have a solid game plan in their minds. They'll farm in for like 20 minutes, then PL will come with theoretically a Senjin Yasha hard fusion, and he will win the game by itself. Like I don't understand how this team's so good at handling pressure as a 4v5. Because usually Parker's farming with, PL or some greedy core, and they never like lose the early game because of that. And even when he's playing some early carry like CK or whatever, they're just even better. Their 5-man is also very strong. This team's so good at fighting. Was it good?
And I'm glad that you, I'm glad you mentioned that actually, because if we can go to the cameras for a second here before we go to that interview, we just finally set up. We can, right? Okay, all right. Well, we'll do it without cameras then. All right. Well, we have a little shout out that we wanted to do. Reminding you of the team fights and everything that you're talking about. RTO is very important. These stats are very important. These are actually things that you can follow. And one of the sponsors for this wonderful tournament, it's Cyberscore, which you should see here on the screen. There we go. Cyberscore.live is a website very similar to the stat aggregation sites like that Dota or Dota Buff that actually aggregates all the stats of the competitive matches themselves, and you can see them in real time. So if you're particularly interested in live betting, we do recommend that you check those out. We have a little bot, which is we have exclamation mark Cyberscore, and you can see the website being promoted, and there you can find a lot of useful information. I've actually started using the site because it's very detailed, very good. It has a lot of good information about the players if you're interested in learning more about competitive Dota. And the best way to learn about